We have an update for you now on Pope Francis and his health. The Pontiff's doctors today saying the Pope is not in danger of losing his life, but he's certainly not out of the woods just yet. The Pope has been hospitalized since last week after suffering a respiratory tract infection and now has pneumonia in both lungs. Joining me now is emergency medicine physician Dr. Stephanie Widmer. Doctor, thanks for taking the time. It is a bit of good news on the Pope's prognosis. A lot of people worried about him and praying for him across the world, but he does remain in the hospital. So talk to us a little bit about his condition and why doctors are saying, he's not in the clear just yet.
Sure. So we understand as medical professionals in our field that all too well we know that your clinical course can change at any given moment. And his medical team reports that while his condition is not currently life-threatening, they are still monitoring him very closely and continuing to take his condition very seriously. He's not on a breathing machine, which is great news. And despite his illness, he is reported to be in good spirits and appears to be making some progress in the right direction, but nobody wants to make any concrete calls at this time.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, they say that he doesn't need a breathing machine, and that, of course, is good news. He only needs some oxygen from time to time, additional oxygen when he has these asthmatic moments. What else are doctors going to be looking at before they can declare him, clear to leave and go back to work, as we all know he desperately wants to do?
So it really depends on the specific case, and it depends on the specific individual, their age, underlying medical conditions. There are a lot of things that need to be looked at, whether he's been in the hospital for about a week now, whether there's been any deconditioning and his strength. There are a lot of different factors that are going to be taken into consideration before medically clearing him, so to speak. So we'll just have to stay tuned and wait for some more reports and more information from his medical team.
And doctor, he is 88 years old, so I'm wondering, this isn't an easy thing for a 44-year-old to go through, and he's 88 years old. I'm wondering what kind of long-term effects this could have for him.
So we just need to remember that pneumonia can be a very serious condition, especially in the elderly, in the very young, in immunocompromised individuals, and individuals with other underlying health conditions. So there are potential long-term effects that can occur. We just have to wait and see.
All right. Dr. Widmer, thanks so much. Appreciate your time.
Sure. Thank you.